Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1.
When Willie comes round, you better run for cover, or he's gonna keep you up all night. He's gonna take you out and get you lit and call your brother. You're in the playhouse.
Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. You know, one of the things I love about Vegas is getting my boots on the ground, talking to the locals, talking to all the tourists from all walks of life and from wherever they are, far and wide. And if you got some money to spend, you're always welcome in those casinos. And all I can say is the craps tables have been pretty kind to me, paying for all my incidentals, and I got no complaints. Vegas is really kind to me, especially since I learned how to play craps. You know, years ago when I hit those damn machines, all it would do was take my money. Like I said, getting my boots on the ground was nice, kind of getting a pulse on what's going on in America and all the silliness, and you know, a lot of interesting conversations I had with tourists and how they're getting tired of the Sleepy Joe and all the wokeness and madness and things going on in America. And, you know, I'm not too shy to have a conversation with people and really get a feel on what's on their mind. And I really, really enjoy that part of Vegas because it's really a melting ground. And we're all kind of equal in that casino. And really interesting to see some of the people that are gambling that probably shouldn't be gambling. Some of the people gambling that really don't have a clue what they're doing. I always find that kind of interesting, how people will part with their hard-earned money doing something crazy with it they wouldn't normally do. Yeah, you know, when you're playing craps and you see somebody sit down and they go, "Hey, how do you play this game?" I usually look up at them and say, you probably shouldn't be playing if you don't know what you're doing, but after all, it is your money, so you can either move along or sit down. But that being said, there's a few people I gave a few pointers with, but yeah, it was breathtaking to see people go from, you know, a couple $100 in their pocket to 50 cents, and then they're feeding the machine, they're back up to a couple $100 and back down to 50 cents. It's just breathtaking to see how money flows through some people's hands so quick. And I don't know what that's all about, but hey, I got my own life to live, so they can do what they want. But nonetheless, fascinating, and probably one of the most enjoyable things I do like about Vegas is people watching. And the people watching is generally a free bonus for me. So it was sure wonderful to walk around Vegas, get some sunshine on me, because back at home it's just miserable weather. So definitely enjoyed that, and always looking forward to coming back to Vegas. But I don't know about you, but you know, one day in Vegas seems like 3 days, and 3 days seems like a week, and 5 days seems like 2 weeks. So I am back to Canada. So let's talk about my trip back up through the border. Flew out of Las Vegas back to Washington State, picked up my car, and headed across the border. Hit the border at around 1 a.m. and only had one lane open with a junior officer. And the reason I could tell he was a junior officer was not only that he was young, but asking a lot of crazy questions. Typically, my border excursions, either south or north, is, you know, up to 30 seconds, really quick, smooth. But when you have a junior officer and you got the COVIDs going, boy, he's asking a lot of silly questions. And right when I pulled up, the lineup got even worse because probably half the plane that I was on was full of Canadians. So, you know, the young fellow got all excited, sent me in to have my COVID test verified because he couldn't decide whether it was a true molecular test or not. So once I got in there, the more senior staff, they look at me with a wink and go, "What I'm seeing here is that you got the right test. Have a nice day." Meanwhile, that lineup is just backing up. So it was probably smart that I was the first person off the plane because I knew that this was going to happen. So that's a tip to any of you that are crossing the Canadian border. Don't cross in the middle of the night. And if you are crossing, coming back home as a Canadian, and you're on one of those flights from Bellingham, well, get in that damn car and start driving quick, because you don't want to be in the back of that lineup when there's only one lane open. Because, you know, at 1 a.m., all you want to do is get home and go to bed. So that's what I did, and in the morning picked up Sammy the Pooper, and she was very happy to see me. Here's some footage of me picking up Sammy the Pooper at the kennel. Okay, we're here to pick up Sammy. Let's see if she's excited.
Okay, here you go.
Hey, Sammy. Hello, Sammy. You excited? Oh, she's like, who are you? Who are you? Come on, hello, Sammy. Hello, hello, girl. Hello. So, how was she?
She was good. Yeah.
Barking at the other dogs?
Yes. A lot of that.
Yeah, well, I'm
She
glad.
loves the attention and the snuggles, so.
Oh, good. Well, I'm tired. I just got back from Vegas, so partied too much. Okay, Sam, let's go home. Well, it's kind of a holiday for us both because she gets a new place, and she's been here so many times over the years that she's kind of used to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, she knows what to expect. Okie dokie. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you on my next trip. And of course, I got back to Canada just in time for the atmospheric river in the sky where massive torrential rain was hitting British Columbia. There was parts of British Columbia that got, 10 inches of rain in 2 days. It was just nuts, and lots of problems associated with that, with flooding of basements to roads wiped out. And Vancouver was essentially cut off from the rest of Canada because the roads are out. Actually, the roads are still out. What am I talking about? The only way to get in or out of Vancouver is by aircraft on Canadian soil. I guess you could drive to the United States and go around, which would be a very time-consuming affair, but that's what's happening. Things pretty bad here in British Columbia with the flooding. Luckily, where I'm at wasn't flooded, but one of the RV parks I was staying at intermittently here and there actually had a landslide, so luckily I wasn't there. So that's what's going on up here. I'm back in the Great White North. Of course, once I get home, I'm always thinking about that next trip. Who knows where that's going to be? But in the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels in the ground. Talk to you soon. Over and out.
It's gonna step right in without a sound and take her home and leave you sleeping on the floor. Can go to figure out what we've done, what we need to do. Yeah, I got you, I got you, I got you.